Hey Bob, here's a sample of what we're doing here. So on the 4th, you see there's a booking which shows up right here, right? So if I click on the 5th, it goes away, change the calendar, go to June. Now trip shows up on the 4th. It's down here at the bottom, right? We're going to click on it. This is the screen where you're going to do everything. You know how to get to this screen, right? This has all your phone numbers and text messaging and all that. So when you get ready to close, you're going to use that get paid, right? Or less, if you use the edit right here, let's go into the edit just so you remember this. The edit button is where you're going to change the number of people from 2 to 3, add kids, whatever, or you're going to add live bait. Then you're going to scroll to the bottom. That's where your notes are too for now, right here at the bottom. And then you're going to press save change down here at the bottom if you make any changes. All right, brings you back to the main screen. Now the part you were talking about today was the get paid option. So let's click the get paid option. It comes up with these two options here, the manual charge and the add cash transaction. Okay, the add cash transaction is just what it sounds like. It's only when you use, somebody pays you cash, okay, and you need to record it. So most of the time you're going to just use all the time this manual charge. So let's click the manual charge. And then this is the one here that comes up. So the balance here could be, 450. This is just a sample site. But whatever the balance is, this is also where if it was 450, Bob, you can click into here like I am now, and I can adjust that price, right, to, let's say, there, $454. Or if there was two customers and they wanted to share it, you could take that out, put 200, and one customer would pay 200, the other one would pay the other 240. So you do 200, go through this whole process, take his credit card, and then come back. It would show a balance of the 240. Then you would just go ahead and go through the process again with the next guy's credit card. That's if you need to split it up on two cards. Normally, let's just go with this, how it was. So at $45, right? So we're going to scroll down. Now, that part there you normally aren't going to touch unless you want to split the trip up. You're just going to bring that balance. It's going to be here. The first one says no tip. If they hand you a cash tip, that's what you're going to click, is the no tip. And you're going to click over on the circle here. You don't want to really click the whole thing. You want to click the circle, right? It's always set on great tip because we're trying to get the most tip for you. But if they give you a cash tip, you hit the no tip. So I'm going to touch that. And you see how it now gets highlighted in blue. Now you know you've checked it. And here's the part you probably missed is as you scroll to the bottom, there's a thank you. Let me make this point too, is let's say they do want to give you a tip, Bob, and say it's more than the $10. They're going to say, hey, you did a great job. You need 20. You're going to click the custom right down here at the bottom. And then right here, where it says enter amount, you're going to type in 20, right? So that's where you would do it for that if you were going through there, right? So if there was a tip, and then as you said, this thank you part right here is if they do something really nice for you, then you want to put a thank you in there, right? So let me back all that out. I'm going to walk you through the way you did it. Let me go back up to that. Take all that out, and I'm going to go up and choose no tip. Okay. So we got the no tip highlighted. We got the balance. And you're going to scroll past all this. You don't have to answer any of these. If you know this is just says good tip, great tip, amazing tip, custom, you're going to scroll down past the thank you, right down to the next button. And that's what you want to hit is this next. So you just hit next and it immediately pops to this, right? Now you see this one here. You might have only had this bottom box here, Bob. Sometimes the bottom box shows up and sometimes both of these show up. Here's what it is. The top one is when we already have a credit card on file. So the customer made a deposit with a credit card that he authorized us to use again. If so, you would just simply press this charge card button and it's going to go straight through, and it's going to show you approval. You don't have to type in any numbers or anything. How you're going to know, right here at the end, it says 3001. So you would validate with the customer right before you press that charge button. You would say, hey, the card that you want to charge, does it end in 3001? And if he said yes, then you'd hit charge card. If he wants it on, oops, let me turn that back on. If he wants it on a different card, then that's when you use the bottom section, right? The bottom section, you have to come down here where it says card number. You're gonna touch that area. Let me scroll this up for you. You're gonna touch the credit card number, and then you're gonna start putting in numbers, right, for the credit card. And then you're gonna put in the month and the year, and then your CVC code, right? 252, whatever. I'm just putting in a bunch of numbers. And then you would put, it would highlight, obviously I've got bogus numbers in there, they're not correct. So it knows, and that's why it's not put it in there. But normally you just click pay and you're good to go. So this one's when you have a card on file, the top one. The bottom one's when you do that. I'm going to walk you back out of this. I'm going to cancel it, bring you back to this screen. See, if I press cancel, it brings you right back here. So if you want to make some changes, let's say you want to get completely out of this because you forgot to add bait, you're going to just come up and press the back button, and that's going to bring you right back to your pay screen. If you hit this arrow up here, it takes you right back to your, yep, there it goes, takes you right back to your main screen. And so you could come back in, hit edit booking, add bait, or you just go back into get booking, get paid, sorry. You're going to use manual charge 99% of the time. So we click manual charge. Again, no tip button. You want to see how it's highlighted. You want to highlight the one that you want. And then scroll down. And the button, because the scroll is so long that you can't really see the button until you scroll down a little bit. And then you just hit next. Next is going to bring you right to the credit card. All right, I hope that helps, Bob. You got this, buddy. Chat later.